What's going on? We back, Motor City Sports Talk. We're going to talk about the over-under total that Vegas set for the Detroit Lions. They came out over the last couple days, and we're going to chop it up about it. But, you know, it was surprisingly, a lot of the totals were surprisingly low for some of the teams. But, you know, the NFL is hard to predict. Don't know exactly why they release it right now and don't release it after the draft. Maybe because the rookies are, you know, unpredictable. You know, you're going to have some that live up to expectations. You're going to have some that don't live up to expectations. Then you're going to have some sleepers in there who straight dominate the next level. So, you know, I guess it's just that unpredictable at this point or after what they draft, because you can't really grade an NFL draft to like at least two seasons down the road, in my opinion. But we back, Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure to subscribe button, bell icon button, so you won't miss another video. And don't forget, all social media are in the description, and email if you need to get in touch, and my instrumental for intro. It's always there if you're wondering where that beat comes from. But the over-under total for the Lions is 7. You know, I think it's negative 110 and plus 110 or whatever the hell it is, if you want to bet if they went under 7 or over 7 games. So I guess they look at the schedule next year and all of that. The Lions won 6 last year, and I'm surprised their win total moved up 1. That means I think Vegas liked exactly what they seen from the Detroit Lions in the offseason with Trey Flowers, Danny Amendola, Jesse James, you know, Tommy Lee Lewis, and a few other moves they made, Justin Coleman. And maybe they like where the Lions are health-wise this year as far as with Galladay Jones coming back. So, you know, it don't really shock me that, you know, if they get to 7 wins or if they get to over 7 wins. The division is not that stacked. Aaron Rodgers is always a handful to deal with usually when he's healthy, but can he stay healthy as he get older? He already been fragile. You know, he should have came with a fragile shipment package on his ass when he got drafted from Cal, but he had already been broke up collarbones and getting knocked out of games and stuff of that nature. So you really don't know how much gas in the tank he got left. And then, you know, you don't know how good Trubisky is going to be next year for the Bears. I think the Bears are probably the favorites to win the NFC North. But guess what? Same with the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the South, the AFC South. And they was coming off a similar you know, run. Even though they made it to the NFC Championship game, the Bears snuck up on a lot of people last year. And I said that it was going to be my surprise team. And I hate the fucking Bears. But I like what they had done with getting Anthony Miller, some of the things they had done with Khalil Mack. But now they got a target on their back. They don't get everybody's best shot. Let's see how they react being a hunted and no longer sneaking up on people being a hunter. And then the Vikings, man, I mean, Kirk Cousins, man, I just ain't got nothing else to say. They getting on Xavier Rhodes saying he got to be better. But how about you hold Kirk Cousins accountable? You gave him this fully guaranteed contract. So I think it's definitely in the realm of possibility. I will wait to see how the draft go, and after the training camp, who healthy, who not healthy around the league. It's definitely a possibility the Lions smash 7 wins this year. You know, just off the division, you know what I'm saying? Just off of potential injuries. Don't really know. I mean, I think that's a reachable, obtainable goal. And if the thing is Patricia's supposed to progress from year to year, I mean, he should at least get 7 wins this year on the nose. At least he supposed to have that type of progression. Anything 6 and back is a total failure, and it's probably grounds to terminate him immediately. But he'd probably get 1 or 2 more years here. But really, it's all really gonna ride on his defense, in my opinion. How good his defense is, and can the Lions consistently put the ball in the end zone? I think that's gonna be the question. No matter who they had at running back, who they had at receiver, tight end over the years, you know, it may have been Mike Martz running the offense with Mike Fury and John Kitna, and the rest of those guys from Joey Harrington. I mean, you know, from James Stewart toting the ball, who was our last 1,000-yard rusher right before Reggie Bush broke the record, was our last one. Can the Lions consistently put the ball in the end zone? I done seen them go up and down the field and march up and down the field, but always settle for 3 or turn the ball over. That's going to be what Darrell Bevell can bring to this offense, is getting the ball in the end zone. No matter if Stafford got 4, 5, 10,000 yards in the season, it's all about scoring touchdowns and being efficient in the red zone and putting drives together, giving your defense a breather. But I look forward to defense holding the hat this year, because Patricia defense proved week to week. They did have some stutter steps or some regression. But I think 7 wins is obtainable. I can't call it right now. But if I was a betting man, I would probably say I haven't looked at their schedule completely, but I would say they'll be around 7. You know, if I had to go over under for the sake of Patricia's job, I might have to go over. Okay, if I had to, but it's too early to know right now, man. Without the draft, injuries, I mean, you know, and shit gonna change. You know, they got the Patriots with the most wins. How you know Tom Brady don't get old, tears ACL or blow his Achilles out in camp? There's so many unknowns and so many unknown variables. You know, even the known variables can become unknown with injuries and regression. You know, the NFL is a snap-by-snap league, bro. And one day you could be looking like Superman, and the next day you could be looking like you're ready for the retirement pet cemetery grave. But hey, Motor City Sports Talk, we in the building. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you need be. Let me know what you guys think about the over and under total from Vegas. I'll link that in the article. Rest in power to the brother Nipsey Hussle, saying it all day. One time for the one time. Blessings.